to Liz at Home. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Today is the video that so many of us really enjoy watching on other channels as well, and it's my completed pages. I will start with my colouring pages first, then do my watercolor pages, which there are not many of this month, and then I'll do my glue booking. Do excuse me, I'm a little bit froggy this morning. So, without further ado, I'm going to start. So, the first one, they're in no particular order because I actually can't remember what I coloured when. This is the last one that I did on the channel. There's a whole video on me colouring this with Crayola crayons from Mermaids, Fairies and Fantasy by Cheryl Casey. And this is the picture I did. I did use a little bit of dual metallic pens there. I don't know if you can see the shine on the necklace, and a little bit of Jelly Roll glitter pen on her eyes just to make them shine, and a little around the lips, and for the rest it's all Crayola wax crayons. And I had a lot of fun doing that, and I hope that if you haven't watched the video yet, you will join me in watching it. So that's the one. Then next on my list, whoopsie, is from Springtime Mandalas by Camelia Angelkova. And I did this one. And I did these, most of them were actually for hashtags, but I never got around to posting them on the hashtag or anything. So there's a little bit of glitter on this. I hope you can see it. And I used some watercolor in the middle, and I had a lot of fun coloring this. And this was my first image in this book. So if I do get around to posting it, I will put it in that hashtag. Next, in Moon Valley. So there's not a lot of colouring. Moon Valley by Maria Trolli. I did this, and this was for a one colour challenge. And I think I posted this on Instagram. I'm not quite sure. I just used some colour pencils. I really can't remember which ones. And I think I used some chalk pastels for the background. I can't remember. I'm really sorry. There's a little bit of mess there. And whatever I did there has actually gone through. Whatever I used on that has bled through to this page, which I hadn't realized until this very moment in time. So that's quite sad. I must have used some, I was using water-based things that I was activating with water. Anyway, that's gone through, so that's a messed page. Maybe I can paint this page with gouache or something and see if I can fix it up. Anyway, so that's that picture in Maria Trolli's book, and I think that's actually in Moon Valley, and I think that's probably the only picture I've done in this book. Yeah, sad but true. I think it's the only picture I've done so far in this book. So again, it's the first image in a book that I should add. Then in Summer Nights, I didn't mark it. Just see if I can find. Oh, I think I've shared that one already. And I've shared those. I wonder if it was that image. I think so. Yes, it was this image. And I've shared it on Instagram. I did it, a lot of Neocolor 2s and then some shiny paints and a lot of watercolor. Had a lot of fun in this one. So, and I like these two together. I think they match. And then I did a few more colouring pages. Some were from PDFs. This is from, let me move that out of the way. This is from a Colouring Chibi's book, Colouring Bliss, Chibi Bliss, and I printed it on mixed media paper. And I did this, I think, for Jamie's Super Mario Brothers colour. She had a colour palette, I think it was in either March or April, and there was also another Instagram with multicoloured hair, and I can't remember if that was also Jamie's Colouring Love. I know I was trying to do a few of her things, never got around to posting it on Instagram. Sorry about that, but there's that one, which I really enjoyed colouring. And then also for Jamie, this was from Cute and Crazy Critters Village Colouring Book by Fern Brown. It was Jamie's colouring in for Jamie's Colouring Love April colour along the Fox family colour along with Jamie, and I printed this on marker paper, and I used mostly alcohol markers with this and a couple of glittery bits here and there. I hope you get to see the odd bit of sparkle and shine. Had a lot of fun colouring that one as well. And then the rest of my colouring has all been colour by number. This is from Stone Mosaic, the Black Edition, Belba Family. I did this one and I used Crayola, can't remember what they're called, but those easy Crayola water-based markers, and then some glitter gel pens. And I did this one just with Crayola water-based markers, and that's all from that. Then in Such and Such Diva stained glass Tiffany windows, I did the center of this using Crayola crayons again. I was just getting my Crayola vibe going. Actually, I did the whole thing with Crayola wax crayons. I've really enjoyed just using a bit of Crayola lately. So I think that's the only one I did now in April. Then I did this as a colour along with a friend, and we both just chose a similar image. And this is the one that I did with watercolour paints, actually. It's from this book, Large Print Peaceful Colour by Numbers. And then in this book, All Time Hits by Such and Such Diva, I see it's got that other book in there. I did this one, which I really enjoyed, and this I did with acrylic markers. And I quite liked that they mostly covered up the number. So that's all my colouring for this month. Not a lot by most people's standards, but for me, with my busy life with grandchildren, various other craft endeavours, book publishing and teaching schedule, it was quite a lot. Then I didn't do a lot of watercolour. I did this, which was more or less watercolour and doodles. And I enjoyed doing it. It was easy and it was just fun. And I did this, I did a video on it with watercolour and doodles. And I have a longing to do more watercolours. I did this, watercolour and doodles. I did this, I think, in March. This was in April. Painted that little bird, this sort of protea, Banksia flower, and my bird of paradise that I did a video on as well. And that's all the watercolours that I've done. And then I've done a lot of glue booking. So, to start with, I made these 3 postcards, which I actually quite like. I don't think you've seen this one. Had so much fun doing that. And then I did quite a lot in this, which is my my everything glue book. So I've added things here and there. I've added this dog and a text and those to this page, and the flower and enjoy the little things. This girl was here before. I've added things to this page. I've added this lady a little because it's got a lot of postage stuff. I added some postage ephemera, a typewriter, never lose hope, some flowers, yeah, and the lady. That one was an art journal page that is finished. Those I think you've seen. Art journal page. I rounded most of my edges. Those I think you've seen. I added things to these two pages. I showed them once before and I asked for advice, and people suggested to add florals to this grid background. So I added the mushroom and the panda, flowers, butterflies, a bunny rabbit, some, oh, that's coming up. Quick fix glue. You may not come up, Mr. Bunny. You need to stay down. I haven't got my other little tool here today. I've got Somebody Loves You, Be Your Beautiful Self, There is Nothing Like a Dream to Create the Future, All Great Things Have Small Beginnings, Keep Life Simple. I also added those flowers. Those were stickers. That butterfly was a sticker. Look on the bright side, the candle. So there's mixed things from magazines, stickers, and cut and collage books. Little bunny was from the little sheep was from a cut and collage book. That I showed before. I think I've shown that before. These are the only two pages. I think I've added things here. I don't think I've shown this page before. So I've done a lot on here. Kind people are my kind of people. And with love, collect beautiful moments. So again, a mixture of cut and collage books, some printables, some magazines. This was cut from a vintage magazine that I printed the image from. This was from an old Flow magazine. This is also from a vintage magazine. I love the old telephones. I don't know if you can see them. These are the only two pages left that I need to still work on. I need to add things to these two pages. I've done the backgrounds. I like that Buxton because I've been to Buxton in England. I sang there actually. I've done these two pages. I think I did this recently. I don't think you've seen this. Mostly magazine images. I like this. Housework can't kill you, but why take the chance? Magazine lady, magazine, but then from cut and collage books, magazine from a printable, and this is washi tape. This is from a printable, but the rest is all magazine images. And that was one of those semi, like cardstock ephemera packs that one buys. I've shown this. I did this online. This page still needs work to finish, just the background done. And I've shown these two pages. But then that's done. And then the other thing I've done with my glue booking this month is my en masse glue book that I started. And there's such a lot of stuff here that I've got in here that I want to glue and work on. So I think we definitely need to make a date for me to do some of this online. with you guys. So this was art, books. This is also art on that page. Cats. There's some little kitties that need to go on when I've got other stuff. Candy. Clothes. That page is coming along now nicely. And I've got some on the back. Coffee. It's also coming along nicely. Whoopsie. Dogs. So most of these are magazine images. Some of them are cut and collage books. Famous people. I love that one of Nathaniel. That was famous men, famous women. Such a fan of Helen Mirren's. I think this is food. What does this say? Yes, food. Some more food. That was very easy for me. Perfume and cologne. Stickers. I need to do more on this. Tea. This is also a sticker. Tea. Washi tape. I need to do quite a lot of that. I've got so much washi tape that I haven't really done that yet. Wild animals. I wish I hadn't put that down there because I'm going to go over it with some squares and things. And my gorgeous hippos. I really made a boo-boo with that. I didn't think it through. And then QR codes. So that was all done in the last 2 months. So I hope that you've enjoyed seeing all of the things that I've done and been busy with. Look at this lovely chocolate. That's got to go on the candy. Put this in the front. No, it's this book. Front of the book. And I hope that you'll join me in my next video, which I'm hoping will be watercolor. Thank you for spending time with me, and I hope you have a creative, wonderful day and a lovely week. Bye-bye now.